6 months ago, life had been a symphony of laughter and shared dreams. Now, only echoes remained. She moved through the motions of her morning routine, each action mechanical, devoid of joy. Maria, the scent of coffee no longer brought comfort. The sun's warmth felt cold on my skin. The world outside bustled with life, a stark contrast to the stillness that had become my prison. Sarah clung to the remnants of her old life, the memories both a blessing and a curse. They whispered that happiness had once been hers, a truth that made the present even more unbearable. Grief, a relentless tide, threatened to pull her under, its icy grip constricting her heart. At night, sleep offered no escape. Dreams, once filled with vibrant colours and adventures, were now haunted by what she could no longer have. She woke each morning with a gasp, the weight of her loss pressing down on her chest, stealing her breath. Maria. The world urged me to move on, to heal, but the pain was still too raw, the wound too deep. Their words meant to soothe only served as a reminder of the chasm that separated me from the life I once knew. I was adrift in a sea of grief, the shore a distant shimmering mirage. One day, amidst the wreckage of her life, Sarah stumbled upon a forgotten box. Inside, nestled among faded photographs and forgotten trinkets, lay a dusty sketchbook. Memories flooded back of sun-drenched afternoons spent capturing the world on paper, of the joy that had flowed from her fingertips to the page. Maria. With trembling hands, I picked up a charcoal pencil. The familiar texture against my skin sparked a flicker of something long forgotten, a spark of hope. As I began to sketch, the lines on the paper became an outlet for the emotions that had been suffocating me. It wasn't a masterpiece, the lines shaky, the strokes uncertain, but in that moment, as she poured her grief and longing onto the page, she felt a sliver of the weight lift. It was a small victory, a single step on a path she couldn't yet see, but it was a start. The days that followed weren't easy. Grief still lurked, a constant shadow. But now there were moments of light. Maria, the sunrise once painful now holds a fragile beauty. The laughter of children brings a wistful smile. She started taking walks. Nature became a solace. The rustling leaves, chirping birds and gentle winds spoke of resilience. These small moments, like fireflies in the darkness, offered glimmers of hope, reminding her that beauty could still be found. The sketchbook became her sanctuary, a place where she could pour out her pain, her confusion, her slowly resurfacing hope. With each stroke of the pencil, she felt her own strength returning. Marie, I drew portraits of my memories, both joyful and heart-wrenching, honoring the past while acknowledging the present. The act of creation, of transforming my pain into something tangible, was both cathartic and empowering. She realized that while she couldn't change what had happened, she could choose how she moved forward. The grief would always be a part of her, but it no longer defined her. Maria. My walks grew longer, my steps lighter. I started reconnecting with friends, tentatively at first, then with growing ease. I discovered a strength I never knew I possessed, a resilience forged in the fires of my loss. The woman who emerged from the darkness was not the same one who had retreated into its depths. She was scarred, yes, but those scars were a testament to her journey, a map of her survival. The sun rose on a new day, painting the sky in vibrant hues of gold and crimson. Sarah stood on her porch, a mug of coffee warming her hands, and breathed deeply. The grief hasn't vanished entirely, but it no longer feels insurmountable. She had travelled through the valley of shadows and emerged on the other side, forever changed by the journey. The road ahead is still unwritten, but I face it with a newfound sense of hope and resilience. It was the light of a new day, a new chapter, a life yet to be lived.